Hi, I'm tbartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Bronco and Bronco sport information on a Wednesday. And I wasn't going to do a video this week because we do have F-150 that I need to get videos out for coming up. But there's some news that I want to make sure everybody knows about and kind of let you know, because it's coming just in a couple weeks. So we'll get into that. And if you like videos on Bronco Sport, make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of the videos. Behind me, I have a Bronco Outer Banks with the hardtop, the body-colored hardtop here on this particular one. We switched out the wheels a little bit. So instead of those machined-looking wheels, we have these GFX wheels with the BF Goodrich KO3 all-terrain tires on them. Kind of a cool little upgrade to this. What do you guys think? Anyway. All right, we're gonna head over here to the Bronco row and talk a little bit about Bronco and what's going on, because we're getting to the end of production for the 25 model year. A lot of people ask me, when is the order bank opening up? About the same time as it was last year. So it was this time last year that the 25 model year order bank was opening up. 26 is coming up. We'll talk about that in a second, but first, let's talk about the balance out. And what they call when they call that balance out on the vehicle, balance out means they're finishing out production. They're balancing out your production, balancing out dealers' allocations, their production as well. They're balancing out at the factory before moving on to and starting up fresh for 26 model year. And that is happening this month here. They're gonna, in October here, they are gonna be scheduling for those last production dates. So they're gonna produce the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport in line together. They're going to produce them through 12/22 to 12/23. I think Bronco's 12/23 they're going to produce them through, and on the Bronco Sport 12/22. So they're moving those together, even though they're different plants. Bronco Sport, they're putting them in line together. So that production is going through. So dealers' last allocations they should get their numbers already. Ours was very low. We already have a pretty good supply, so we weren't really that concerned unless we had an order. And so, Ford put out the information, hey, here's what balance out looks like. Here's the production for this last month for those December production dates, right? It's gonna be 3 weeks of production, for the most part, just a little over 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks and a couple days. So about 3 weeks of production for Bronco and Bronco Sport. Here, they pretty much gave us the information on what's the percentage and some notes for the very end of the year, the last month. So dealers should be getting those allocations. They should start scheduling for those probably actually the week that the order banks open up for 26 model year, which should be October 15th. I'm going to turn this around because you want to look at my ugly mug. Let's look at some Broncos. Speaking of our inventory, we do have several Outer Banks. You saw the black one up there. We got a blue one here as well. We do have a Stroppe, and we're going to talk about Stroppe and everything. We do still have that Big Bend with the coastal package on it, right there with the claw top, and we do have our custom Baja build over there as well. We did sell one of them. We have one left there on that, and we have some more vintage Broncos coming real shortly, hopefully soon. But let's talk about production. So for this, the balance out for this model year, or for this month coming up, for the production rate, 33% of them will be built as Big Bends, 27% of them will be built as Outer Banks, right? These Outer Banks, about 27%. Only 7% will be base model. 18% will be Badlands. And a little note on Badlands. I'm going to turn this around to get emphasis on this. On the Badlands, I've always said, hey, if I wanted to order one, I'd want a 2.3 liter with an automatic, and you haven't been able to order that. This month, they will build it that way. So they are opening up automatic with the 2.3 on the Badlands for this last month of production. And that is because the manual transmission with a Sasquatch on the Big Bend base or Heritage is going to be 0%. So they are not making a manual transmission Sasquatch in the base Big Bend or the Heritage Edition in this last month of production. So if you have an order like that, you're going to need to switch it to like a Badlands if you want a manual transmission, something like that. Otherwise, it's not going to get made. It's not going to get built. So there you go. There's that. Also, 6%, 7% will be built as Heritage, and 6% of production will be Raptors, and only 1% will be the Stroppe Bronco. 1% production Stroppe Bronco, and there was a note as well on there that said last chance. So they said last chance on the Stroppe Bronco. So it sounds like to me that is going away and will not be available in 26 model year. So that is something to also take note of right there. So 26 model year order bank will open up, should open up October 15th or so. We don't actually have confirmation on that. We know Bronco Sports that day, and we know they both balance out almost the same day. So I'd assume Bronco maybe be that day or the day after, maybe the day before. So there you go, there's that. And then we do know Job 1 production will start in January probably for this vehicle. Now, if you're looking for a good deal on something, 24 model year Ford is wanting to blow out all their 24s. Dealers shouldn't have any, we don't have any. But if you do find a dealer that has a 24 out there, they're up to $8,500 off on a 24 model year. So that's something to note right there. Let's go talk about Bronco Sport over here, because again, this is Bronco and Bronco Sport, because they're both built wild, right? Let's talk about that. So 25 model year Bronco Sport, they are going to be balancing out, as I mentioned, December 22nd is the last day they're going to make a Bronco Sport. So this is the last month for production as well. Their balanced out production for December is this month as well for dealers. So again, on these, this is their they actually are going to produce most of them as a big bend, as well as outer banks. Those are the two trim levels for the most part. I think 88% of the production will be either a big bend or an outer banks. So, and then 1% looks like, I think it was a very low percent, was going to be like Badlands edition. So very few Badlands editions will get produced the last month. The rest of those will be Heritage editions for the most part. So probably about 10% will be Heritage editions. So that's kind of the breakdown there. Now they did say that they will not build any with the engine block heater until January. And they also said that, so that won't be available. And if you're wanting a Badlands with the tech package, that's a 0% production for the last month. So if you have an order for Badlands with a tech package, either remove the tech package or just be ready to order a 26, because that's pretty much done for this year. So, and don't forget, we have this row here of vehicles, and we do have a ruby red Heritage edition. Looks really sharp down here. Still have that freewheeling. We actually put that in our loaner department for a few weeks and got some miles on it, and now it's even cheaper because of that. But if you're looking to get a really good lease, they're continuing, it looks like, for this month as well. So we've been doing $299 a month lease on Big Bends. We ran out of those. As you can see, we have some holes right here. They did sell. That is a great lease. So that leaves us, oh, there is the black one down there still. So that one's still down there. So we do have that one available. But we decided, let's extend that to these Black Diamond off-road packages. They're a little more expensive. They're about $2,000 more or something like that, or just a few dollars more. So we're extending that. We're going to be doing $299 a month lease on this vehicle right here, the white one right there, as well as the other white one. So we have a couple white ones. But so if you're looking to do that, we do have those. And I've always said, you know, if it's a good lease is when your lease payment is about 1% or lower of the MSRP on the vehicle. So when these sticker at $32,000 and you can lease them for $300, that follows in that rule, and that's a pretty darn good lease. So if you're looking to get a Bronco Sport, now might be a good time to kind of scoop one of these 25s up while you get a chance. You know, you're actually getting a bonus, getting a Black Diamond package from us. Where in a sense we're kind of throwing that in on the lease. So that's a pretty good deal right there. So that's the news that I have for this week. Again, order banks should open up for 26 model year, October 15th. I'll be doing videos on what's new and what's changed for this model year. I do a little bit differently than what maybe some others do. They might, Ford likes to have this major changes pages on the front that tells you what's different. I deep dive it. I like to look, and I grab the order guide from 25 model year, I grab the new 26, and I go through every line by line from every trim level, and I see what is different. F-150, I found probably 30 different things that was not listed on that major changes pages, and I'm sure I'm going to find them on the Bronco and Bronco Sport as well. So, so we're going to be doing that, deep dive in that. I actually will be in Vegas when the order guide should open up, and but I'm thinking I might take a little trip out in the desert and give you that video and record that video out where the Bronco deserves to be, right? Because yes, I will be touring a Bronco while I'm in Vegas for a couple days, because Rebel Rally is going to be going on during that time as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun in Vegas, and we'll be doing some videos, so be looking for those in future videos. And I hope you guys are having a great week. And yeah, if you're looking to get a Bronco, I think I read somewhere that they did today that they had the highest quarter sales of Broncos of any quarter that they've had so far since the Bronco came out. That's pretty stout. So Bronco sales are going well. I think it's because of the great leases on Bronco Sport, as well as the rebates on Bronco. So take advantage of that. I want to just throw this in out here for a second. Again, they said last chance on the Stroppe Bronco. If you're looking to get a Stroppe Bronco, I know a lot of dealers are over MSRP on their Stroppe Broncos. And let me tell you, here at McArthur, we are not. So we have this Stroppe Bronco marked down $5,000 below MSRP. So if you're looking to get a Stroppe Bronco, check this one out on our website, contact us. I don't know why it's still here, but this is a great opportunity. They say this is your last chance to get one, to order one, and you know, it's going to come down to that. Once that gets out and they see that 26 are not making it, dealers are going to pull back and start holding on these. Now might be the opportunity and the time for you to look to get a Stroppe Bronco if you've been in the market for that. So throwing that out there. Other than that, that's what I have for this Wednesday. Hope you guys have a great day and you're having a great weekend, and to go out and enjoy your Bronco. If you have a Bronco, I need to get out this weekend in my Bronco. Throw the top back, take the top off, take the doors off if it's still nice where you're at. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already, so you don't miss any of our videos, including our Bronco videos, especially as the 26 model year opens up and we see what is different for this year and what's Ford going to bring to us that they haven't told us already. Make sure to subscribe for that. And until the next video, stay wild, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.